Well, after their first bid got rejected of Ollie Watkins, Matthias Cunha putting pen to paper on a new contract at Wolverhampton Wanderers that will see a release clause of him being active during the summer of 2025. Arsenal have gone ahead, obviously, make contact with Matthias Tel of Bayern Munich. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And Tottenham Hotspur went ahead to hijack a deal from Wolverhampton Wanderers' hands of Danso, and it's a here we go that Fabrizio Romano announced, and the player is soon being unveiled. Remember, we are powered by Mono Gadgets, and which product are we really bringing to your eyes? It's none other than the affordable with a favorable smartwatches, you know. So those smartwatches that are really affordable in prices, you can get them if at all you call them on all, you WhatsApp them or call them on +256 70 99 88 665. That's the number you should obviously find them on, +256 70 99 88 665. That's exactly what you will really get. They also have used phones and used laptops from the United Kingdom. They also have brand new phones and brand new laptops, you know. So call them on that number and you'll thank me later. Valentine is around the corner. Surprise your loved one with a gift from Mono Gadgets, and that is none other than Mono Gadgets, right? Phones, laptops, affordable smartwatches. Let's obviously get into the story that Fabrizio Romano went ahead, obviously put out. I think today around midday, he has told us that understand Matthias Tel has still not 100% declined to stay at Bayern Munich at this stage, and his exit remains possible in the final 36 hours. Manchester United are pushing for on move. Arsenal also called again in the recent hours. All proposals being assessed on player side. That's what you're really getting from Fabrizio Romano. Then, some hours later, Fabrizio has told us that understand Man United and Arsenal are both in contact with Matthias Tel's camp now. Cristiano and Henry are two of the main idols of Matthias Tel, who is now considering his options. Still, concrete chances to leave Bayern in the final 36 hours, waiting on final decision. Now, looks like the battle of signing Matthias Tel is now in between Manchester United and Arsenal. Tottenham Hotspur was turned down by the player, and then Aston Villa looks like they've gotten in Marcus Rashford, Marcus Asensio, and they're also still chasing in for João Felix. That's what Aston Villa is obviously chasing for. So, as it stands, they are really doing what they really believe is right, and it might take them to the right course of this transfer. And the player known as Matthias Tel is now in a dilemma to decide on where he wants to play. Fabrizio has hinted on Cristiano Ronaldo being his idol, one of the players that played at Manchester United. And then there is another player known as Thierry Henry, who is also his idol, and he played for Arsenal, meaning that he has a soft spot for both sides. And now he has to make a decision on where he's obviously going to be playing at. So, we are here to wait and see what that is going to be like. But both teams have gone ahead to make contact. Proposals are on the table, and he's the one to choose. Now, which of the two teams is really going to offer him a better offer? Because it's not all about the money. It's about him getting ample playing time. That's what Matthias Tel is all about. You understand? So, let's wait and see how that pans out. But as things stand, I tell you, it's not gonna be any easy for a club like it's not gonna be any easy for a club like Manchester United to beat Arsenal in such a deal, because I know Arsenal will tell Matthias Tel that we don't have any striker with us. Kai Havertz is a player that is not an in and out striker. But for your case, you are in and out striker, and we can as well use you. And Arteta might also tell him that Saka is really out for some long time. I can play you as a right forward. All else, I can play you as a left forward. So he's like, please consider us, because we are still in 3 competitions. Game time is not going to be a problem. And I tell you, the only club that is obviously going to convince this lad that they are willing to offer him enough playing time, that's where this guy is really going to go. I tell you, because it's all about playing time. So it's Man United and the side of... It's Manchester United and the side of Arsenal that are into the race to see who is really want to win this. But I support Manchester United, but I don't think we really have a lot to offer to this guy in as far as getting into the first team is really concerned. Because at Manchester United, there are 2 centre forwards, Joshua Zirkzee and Rasmus Højlund. Then, if you talk about number 10s, where this guy can play, there is Amadi Diallo, Kobe Mainoo, there is Eriksen, there is Bruno Fernandes, there is also the injury-prone Mason Mount. And how is he obviously going to get himself into that team to obviously get enough playing time? Because his question is enough playing time. And I think Arsenal can tick that box better than Manchester United. If you ask me, as things stand, where is Mathys Tel going to go? I see him going to Arsenal more than Manchester United. On the scale of 100%, 70%, I see him going to Arsenal. 30%, I see him going to Manchester United, because Arsenal really has a better project that can see this guy do the needful. And Arsenal is also competing for the league. They're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And he might be like, I can go to Arsenal. Then when I go to Arsenal, I can play very well. I might win a Premier League or maybe a Champions League. And with Arsenal still searching in for forward, they have money. I can go there and obviously see to it that I perform very well, convince the manager, and they sign me on a permanent deal from Bayern Munich come the summer of this year. So a lot is still on the plate for him to make a decision, but he doesn't have a long time. I know by the end of today, we will have known what decision Mathys Tel has gone ahead to take to see to it that he obviously comes up and puts in a very big shift on the decision of where he wants to be playing next in his career. That is Mathys Tel for you. So we are waiting to see what decision is going to be taken, but I see Arsenal really having a very huge go in here. And I think Arsenal, if they are in for him, that means they've cooled a little bit of their interest in Ollie Watkins. You understand? And we'll wait and see how things really pan out. So that's what we're having for you for Mathys Tel in here onto the channel as Rokani Media Football. So it's really huge and better for the player, and it's now for him to make a decision on which club and where he wants to play. Arsenal is second in the Premier League. United is it 13th or 12th, one of those positions? That's where Manchester United is right about now. And obviously Arsenal serves a better purpose for a player, because you wouldn't like to come in a struggling team like Manchester United from Mathys Tel. You would love to go to a team that is not struggling. So Arsenal is one of those teams that create chances. By the way, let me even talk about this. I hadn't even thought about it. Arsenal creates chances for its number 9. United doesn't, So if you're Mathys Tel, it's all about picking the right choice. And I think Arsenal will be the right choice, especially if at all they confirmed him that when we get you in, we are not going to get in Ollie Watkins or any other strike. And I know when they get him in, they aren't going to look anywhere else. It will be done and dusted for the club of Arsenal. But all I want to let you know is that Arsenal is looking in to bring in a centre forward, or a forward that is really purposeful. Now, yesterday night, we need to eat that Danso was going to Wolverhampton Wanderers, and from nowhere, Fabrizio Romano broke the story. Kevin's Danso to Tottenham Hotspur, here we go. agreement in place for Australian central defender. 25 million euro package, deal until June 2030, and medical booked on Sunday at Wolves after Wolves had a verbal agreement in place and also medical ready. Hijack complete. So Spurs went ahead to obviously do the hijack. And why have they gone ahead to do this hijack? We all know to it that they really lacked a central defender, and they've gone ahead to get in one. And I think at least if at all you have one solid defender like Danso, he can obviously come in through and help you a little bit to really stabilize that center back. And Fabrizio has just told us today that medical booked for Kevin Danso after the agreement in place with Tottenham Hotspur. Travel and formal steps planned as documents are being checked with RC Lens or loans. Package worth 25 million euros. Now, when you look at Danso, I think he's a very good defender. You know, he's a very good defender. His age, 26 years of age, and I tell you what, he's really very solid, very strong, good on the ball, and he has the experience because he was once at Southampton in 2019-2020, meaning that he's not a novice to the Premier League. He played 6 games for them, and he really went to Dusseldorf. Then he's doing his job at Lens, and he's doing really very well for him. He's not an injury-prone player. I think Spurs will obviously love that. He averages close to 33 games per season. Per the league matches that he's supposed to be playing. I think if you get in a player like him, that will be something great for a side of Tottenham Hotspur. So we're here to wait and see how things pan out. But Manchester United is obviously taking on the side of Crystal Palace, and the lineups are out. And I think, let me show you a little bit of a snippet. Spurs is also playing Brentford, and let me show you how these lineups are for now as we get into the game. Spurs and how they're really lining up, because they're really looking bad at all in the central defense, and this is how Spurs is obviously lining up. All right. Kinski in goal, Pedro Porro right back, Dejan Spence left back, Davis and Egray in the central defense, Bentaku returns, and Yefis Besuma in the double pivot, Kulzeski right attacking midfielder, Mo left attacking midfielder, Song Hyun-myun is leading the line for Richard, is playing as a central attacking midfielder, call him the number 10, and Richarlison is leading the line for the side of Spurs. So that's how Spurs is really lining up for the day, and that's why they need the likes of Danso, because I haven't gone ahead to see any defender close to return, you know. Then Brentford, Valdemarson in goal, Arje right back, Lewis Potter left back, Collins and Van der Berg in the central defense, Nordegaard and Jenelt in the double pivot, Mbuemo right attacking midfielder, Sked left attacking midfielder, Damsgaard central attacking midfielder, and Wissa is leading the line. So that's what I had for you here, and I think that's enough for us today. And I think we're so far going to upload 3 videos, so it shows you how huge we are working today, and I pray to it that we obviously keep the pace. I'm out for now. See you later. Bye bye.